Alright, so what is going on, everybody? I'm back with another video. Now in today's video, guys, we are going to be doing the worst to best Diary of the Wimpy Kid movies. So I did make a worst to best Diary of the Wimpy Kid books, which was, I think, a lot better and longer ranking, which made more sense. But somebody requested on my worst to best Diary of the Wimpy Kid books, why don't you do the worst to best Diary of the Wimpy Kid movies? And speaking of Diary of the Wimpy Kid, my most popular video is the Diary of the Wimpy Kid books worst to best, and it was the original one, not the remake one that I made a couple of months ago. And oh my god, it is just blasting with views. So many people commenting, so many people liking it, and I figured, wow, a lot of people do like Diary of the Wimpy Kid, and I'm like, why don't I take this person's request and maybe I'll get a lot of more views, because that video has been blasting ever since. It still is. We have, as of right now, 1.4k views, and it just keeps growing and growing and growing. I swear, every 3 to 4 days, we get another 100 views on there, and it's just amazing. And my most popular video for a while was the Save the Rascals, the Little Rascals Save the Day rant, which is still growing, a lot slower than it was, but then Diary of the Wimpy Kid just came in blasting with views. I mean, I don't think I'm ever going to have to make a remake again, because I don't know if Diary of the Wimpy Kid is going to make a 14th book, and I'd really like if they did. It'd be very cool if they would also make a movie for book number 12, book number 7, book number 3 especially, because that fell out of place a little bit, but I guess Dog Days was linked with it. But yeah, those are some of the books I'd really like to see them make a movie about. I'd really like to see what it turns into. The other books are kind of like side things I never really enjoyed, and I don't see them coming out as a movie, but the other ones, definitely. And I'm going to talk a little bit about the movies here in a second. But I have not showed you this yet, and I'm so sorry I haven't made a video in a while. But while I was gone, in the mail, I got this Goosebumps Night of the Living Dummy 3 vintage 1998, I believe, or 1996 puzzle. Not even opened, still sealed, everything like that. I believe I got this on eBay, and it came in the next, 3 days. And there's still plenty of puzzles on eBay that you can get. It's amazing. And I'm thinking about getting more puzzles. And there's some other things that will be coming in the mail. One is actually a Pokemon card. I do play Pokemon Go, in case you guys didn't know. The other thing I ordered was the episode novels, the first 11. I cannot believe I found that on eBay. And once I show them, I'm going to do a whole video unboxing and showing the episode novels. I've been waiting for those forever. Well, I ordered them yesterday, but I really, really wanted to get those. And I realized that the last ones are very, very, very rare. But at least I get the first 11, which is awesome. But awesome find. And I still haven't got that one book in the mail yet. Number 30 for the Give Yourself Goosebumps, which is really disappointing. Maybe they had an error with the buying or anything. I don't know. But I'm very, very sorry that I haven't made a video in a while. But hopefully some new content, more content will be coming soon. Especially with the Fallout 4 build. I'm trying to work on some of my builds because I added in some mods and they interfered with each other and it messed up some of my builds. So I got to refix it and then I can show it to you guys. But let's get on to the ranking. So on the number 4 spot, I put Diary of the Wimpy Kid The Long Haul. And I know a lot of people might disagree with me on this one, but I loved it. Don't get me wrong. I liked this movie. But what brought it down so much was the characters involved in the movie. And I believe I made a rant on this movie before when it first came out, and I was like, oh my god, what did they do with the character in this one? Because the characters didn't have the personality that I got from the first 3 movies. They're completely different characters that didn't even look like they were in their certain age group. I swear to God, Greg in this one looks like he's in 4th grade. Rowley looks like he's in 2nd grade. Roderick does look like he would be a high schooler, but I didn't get the personality and the age group, and I felt like the kids were young. Now that I think about it, this would be the perfect time. I'm telling you, Jeff Kinney, the perfect time to make a movie is right now for this. I'm thinking the kids would be the perfect age for this. but they were just a little too early on this one. I thought if they made it maybe a couple years after this was made, because I forgot what year this was made, 2017. Right now is to make this movie because the characters were just too young and I didn't get the personality. But if they would make the same characters right now in a movie like this, I'm hoping maybe even book number 12, that would be an amazing one that I would like to see. Even book number 13, but I wouldn't make a movie just based on the same exact thing, throwing snowballs at each other. Number 12 would be a good book to make about, though, another field trip gone wrong kind of thing. But right now is to make another movie, I'm telling you. The personalities, I just didn't get kind of the same personality. I loved the older Greg. He was just so much better, and I loved his personality. The personality you get out of him is very, very great. But out of this one, it was just a lot different, and it just felt so much different aside from the other ones, and I wish that they would have made this later in the series. Not this early, because the characters were too young. It was too different, to be honest with you, and I just didn't like the new characters. That's what brought this one down. Number 3 is going to be Diary of the Wimpy Kid, Roderick Rules. I liked this one. Don't get me wrong. It was so hard to decide which one would come into the number 3 spot, but I just decided to put Diary of the Wimpy Kid, Roderick Rules. I thought this was a cool second edition where you kind of get the brother's side of point of view and what they would do together. You get to see more of how they would fight and things like that. And you get to meet some new characters a little more. And this one kind of ties in with The Last Straw, Diary of the Wimpy Kid, The Last Straw, because if you ever read the 3rd book, it does have some of the scenes that are in this one. But I just wish they made a book off of The Last Straw because it felt so out of place that they didn't make book number 3, and then they just skipped ahead to book number 4. But this one was funny. I loved the videos they posted in the post-credit scenes, and overall, great movie. It was hard to decide what to put in this one, but yeah, it was really, really hard. It's just, I think if this was made a little bit after the other books and movies, this movie would be a great, great seller, even more than it already is, because we saw only one book about Greg's personality, and then we already went on to seeing Roderick, what Roderick's point of view on everything is, and what they would do together. So maybe if they made 3 books, and then they made this book, it would, I'm telling you, it would be fabulous if they did that. But they kind of just skipped ahead to that, but I still like it. I just think if it was made later on, it would just be so much better. So much better. And I just love the new characters they introduced into this one. And it's very enjoyable. Don't get me wrong. It was so hard to decide what to put in number 3. It gets so hard. The smaller the ranking, the harder it is to rank. But right here has to be Diary of the Wimpy Kid, Roderick Rules. At number 2 spot has to be The Diary of the Wimpy Kid, the original movie. What brought this one to number 2 was the fact that they made this they made this movie into like one full year. Notice how the other movies were kind of just like one setting, like one time period in the year. Like, you know, you had Dog Days was the summer, and then you had Roderick Rules was kind of just the before summer, pretty close to summer, and then The Long Haul was just a road trip to the entire time until they got to a house. But this one was like an all-year thing. You really got to see everything throughout the year, and you got to see the fight between two people's personality. So you got kind of the beginning of the school year when they meet each other and they're like, hey, this is a new school. I'm really interested in 6th grade. And then it kind of goes downhill after that, because you're so excited when you go into a different school, and then you just fall downhill because you get used to it, and then you're like, you know. But I really, really loved this one. I thought the whole setting of the year was awesome. You know, you got the beginning of the school year where you met these two friends and you're like, hey, they're really great friends. And then after an incident, they start to get fighting and kind of like this competition between the two almost. You got the winter, and then, you know, they even showed Halloween. They went after winter, and then almost towards the end of the school year, the summer. So it kind of showed the full school year, and you saw these, you know, gross kids, whatever you think about. You know, you had kids putting gum on the lockers and things like that. Exactly what you would think sixth grade is like. Well, it's obviously a lot different now, but back then a lot has changed in 9 years. Okay, but this is exactly what a kid's personality would be like. You're like, oh, that person's gross, or that. And I think Diary of the Wimpy Kid made such a great selling book just based on the kid's personality, because that's how most people are these days. They look at other people like, oh, or something like that. And this is why these books and these movies got so good selling, just because the personality of the kid. And I think it's great that they showed that. I really like that. But number one is also my favorite book in the entire series, is Diary of the Wimpy Kid Dog Days. I really, really liked this one. And I think it was set in the perfect timing. Perfect timing. And they showed different sets of the summer. I think they skipped ahead a little bit too much in the summer. Like, if they wouldn't have gone so fast throughout the summer, it would have been better. But, you know, you got, once again, a great addition where, what does a kid like to do throughout the summer? What would you think a kid would like to do throughout the summer? Play video games, obviously. Most boys probably do that. I know there's some athletic kids, but obviously, I just love the personality of the kids. And this one just had to be the best. I really, really enjoyed it. I think it was put right in the perfect spot. The other books were and the other books and movies were kind of put in the wrong setting, to be honest with you. Like, I wish Diary of the Wimpy Kid Roderick Rules was the fourth one. Long Haul would have been way after that. I think they put it good at the 9th book, and that's what they should have done if they would have made that many movies. But just an amazing movie. I really, really enjoyed this. When this first came out, I was like, I really, really want to watch this. I cannot believe they made a third one, and it looked like an amazing new addition to the movies. So I just really enjoyed this, and I think it was put at the perfect timing. And the characters definitely look like they were at that right age group. So yeah, this one was perfectly timed, very enjoyable, and I really liked it. It was even Nickelodeon's Kid Choice Awards a winner of 2012. I don't know if the other ones got that. I don't see it, but this one was the awards winner for 2012, so that's awesome. But what do you guys think about my ranking? Do you think it's the book ranking is better or the movie ranking is better? Whatever you guys think, tell me in the comments section below. Thank you guys so much for the support on my most popular video. It's amazing. Amazing. And tell me what you think about this collector's item that I recently got. I know Ghostface Reviews would absolutely love this. He's a new fan I have on my channel. Go check out his channel as well. He does unboxing reviews for his Goosebumps stuff. He gets a lot of stuff off of Trick or Treat Studios, which sells a lot of cool masks and things like that. So definitely go check out his channel as well. So what do you guys think about my ranking? Like and subscribe, guys, and I will, of course, see you next time.